So wait to start the race. 5 seconds ago, it's already gone silent. Let's see who gets the whole shot. And they're away. Ronefalk starts well. Tessman follows in 3. It's a very clean start from these top drivers. No one turned around so far. A bit of bumpy and boring in 3, 4 and 5. But it is Ronefalk from Tessman as they fly over the tabletop, the model tune tabletop for the model tuning buggy first of all. And a break immediately by Ronefalk as Tessman comes behind. Its Boots now has come through in the third. They drive round through the saw corner for the first time. Underneath the jump, we've got a stuck. Quad Green's made a stuck and going to last place there. But 3 of them are through. And Tessman gets up the inside and takes Ronefalk as they go forward with Boots in third. And in fourth place, it's David Ongaro.
So it looks like a bit of revenge there, a bit of payback from Ty. Pulled pretty much a carbon copy of the move that Ronefalk pulled on him in the semi yesterday.
Coming down towards over the jump, and it is very much Tessman now who's controlling. I thought that Ronefalk could make a break, get away, but no, it's Tessman now who's looking a little bit clearer, a little bit wiser with the X-Ray E-Buggy, and in fact now he's been to gap Ronefalk slightly. Third is Boots. Fourth is the car of Ongaro. Fifth is Bloomfield. And sixth, I think, is now the 8 machine of Ricardo Berton as they turn the second lap and a minute of the 10.
I think that's Rivkin on his roof. Yep, so Spencer Rivkin's got that all kinds of wrong further down the field. So top 4 pretty much together. So we're watching Ty Tessman followed by David Ronefalk. Ronefalk having a look, seeing if he can make it. Let's see if he goes the quad. Ty's been doing the... no, Ty goes the quad as well. So,
1, 2, 3, 4, but the big change there was Burton just got past Boots into third, so the 4 are all together, and they're putting on a major show here in the first final at Neo 17. It's the E-Buggies, and flying high with the torque of the electric motors. It's Tessman the lead, Ronefalk firing down behind him as they come out of the bomb hole over the washboard, and then the third and fourth, the first 4 cars covered by a couple of seconds, if that. Tessman gets a bit of a okay. Tessman on 2 wheels, and now on the outside comes Ronefalk. Ronefalk powers up the inside, can he get him? And he block passes him through. A 4-corner pass from Ronefalk, and now the battle is really joined between these 2 world champions at Nitro, the current world champion from 2016, Dave Ronefalk, and the 2014 world champion, won in Italy. It's side by side, the heat, and they turn and turn. Oh, Ronefalk's taken upside down, and suddenly now it's Boots against Tessman. It's Tessman v Boots. Can Boots catch up? Because Ronefalk in that incident coming up toward the bump there had all sorts of problems. He's facing the wrong way and he's dropped down to 6th. But now it's all about Boots. Can he catch up?
Okay, so Elliot Boots now, he's got about half the length of the straight back. He's a couple of seconds back from Ty Tessman. Darren Bloomfield running 3rd, so Brick's going well in this one. Ricardo Berton running 4th. So Ty Tessman, Elliot Boots, Darren Bloomfield the top 3. So let's see if Elliot Boots can close down Ty Tessman as they are heading down, back under the crossover, out onto Sponsor Alley, both of them over the quad.
And they come out to start another lap. And it's Tessman from Boots. Now Boots, they've only had a bit of a let-off as Ronefalk comes back now and just coming to 3 minutes down, 7 to go. But Boots now is going to try and see if he can put his Kyosho ahead of Tessman's E-Buggy X-Ray. So, running as they do, into the around the X-Ray corner, down through the saw, not straight. Certainly Boots has been able to move on to the back of Tessman reasonably quickly. Take him a couple laps to make up that second, and another lap picks up.
Tessman fighting to hold off Boots. So they're coming round under the berm, using the torque of those electric motors, fire them off up the hill over the model tune tabletop. They're heading down towards the crossover, drop straight into the bomb hole, back out over the washboard section. Elliot Boots really pressuring Ty Tessman here. So Elliot Boots' Kyosho following Ty Tessman's X-Ray down Sponsor Alley over the quad.
Another lap in the background. I can tell you that Ronefalk's kind of lost his momentum and is dropping back to 5th. So it's all about these 2 for the next 6 minutes. And nicely in 3rd, though, is Berton. Bloomfield now in 4th. And Ronefalk, perhaps he's kind of lost his mojo, a little bit kind of melancholy after the problems he's had. He was taken out. Well, wasn't taken out. He was involved in a kind of a coming together that resulted in him not being in the running anymore. But it's now Tessman from Boots. And we get to a period now where Boots is covering. Can Boots gain on Tessman? Will Tessman take his first major title with X-Rays since moving to his new chassis manufacturer just at the beginning of the year? Boots now, the gap that last time round was 0.9 of a second. If anything, I think it's slightly growing.
Yep, gap looks like it's pulling out slightly, so Ty getting a bit more comfortable. We've got Elliott just consolidating his 2nd place there. They've got a bit of a gap over Ricardo Berton running 3rd. Ty Tessman now down, takes the quad. So does Elliott. Looks like Elliott's slightly closer that time. Let's just see what the gap is.
So coming now into that another lap, the gap went out, oddly, even though it looked further, the gap dropped to 0.7 a second as we just came out to halfway now. So Tessman Boots, they fly over and onto the washboard section. We're into a section now where the next thing that's going to happen that's going to be important is they're going to start lapping. And the first victim for their lapping is going to be Quad Green. Not a surprise. He's in the middle, and they got him both over the top of him there. The next person they come to is Rifkin. Now, I'm surprised Rifkin struggled because he was my outside bet for a podium on this one. But now Boots is right behind him. So Tesman, he must be taking a little bit of a break. He must be thinking about it. But now it's right together, and the gap officially was 0.9. But no way. Now they are so side by side as they come down the X-ray corner, just tailing up. Tesman, Boots fell back a bit. There's kind of a real ebb and flow on the lap as they come round, and they're about to finish now, and we are now over halfway.
Right. Boots just trying to close in now. Boots looks like he's gaining time on some of the high-speed sections of the track. He looks a little bit more comfortable coming into the bomb hole, so he is gaining time. It's this part of the track here where we're seeing Elliot Boots gaining over Ty. He seems to be closing in on him here, and then we're getting round into the section of the track down towards what we have dubbed Sponsor Alley, where Ty is starting to pull away and extend his advantage. So real ebb and flow between these two guys.
Well, that time round, actually, interestingly, Boots got the Sponsor Alley section absolutely correct, which is why he reduced it to 4.483 of a second. It's really interesting. He, as you say, at that part of the section, he was losing time. This area here, coming in at the bomb hole, he was gaining time. And in fact, that time again, he just came out slightly better. And he's now as close as you can get. He hasn't really yet got to the point where you think he's going to make a lunge. Now, this part here, this jump into... Oh, Tesman, I thought Tesman was coming up short now. They're about to lap Ronner Falk. That's how badly Ronner Falk's day has gone since the first couple of laps. We are 3.5 minutes to go, and I think Ronner Falk, yeah, both the back markers moved over very sportingly, let them go through. So Ronner Falk's kind of gone, oh, it's not happening. But now it's all about Boots and Tesman, and they're right behind. Can Boots use it? Oh, he's inside, but they come out there. No, Tesman gets across him, so it's Boots from Tesman. Tesman driving well, left and right, looking to see what he can do. He hops up again through the forward, and Boots there at the inside. Don't forget, you're looking at the man. Boots has won the last 2 European champions. You're looking at a man, a former world champion, multiple American champion in Tesman. Two of the winningest drivers out there, though there's very few drivers out there who haven't won a huge amount of things.
3 minutes of this final remain. We've got Tesman still leading Boots. Coming into the section where Boots is quick. A small mistake there from Tesman. Boots gets right next to him. Let's see if he can take advantage of that as they come down towards Sponsor Alley. Fastest lap, almost identical for these two. So have we got a change there? Did you get around the inside?
No, what we got is the confusion of back markers, and actually the person he overtook was someone who's I think about 7th or 8th, maybe in Lutz. But anyway, going through those 3 cars, which include Rifkin, it's actually given Tesman a little bit of a gap. We've got 2:35 to go, and Boots got tangled up very slightly in the Lutz car. No harm, slight foul. Well, no foul, slight harm, should I say. And that's given Tesman a tiny bit of breathing space, but they've never been more than a second apart. He's rolled out, but he's back in again, but that could be it. He's gone. He's whatever the electrical equivalent of flaming is, he has flamed. And let's see that again if we've got it, see what happened there. But Tesman now is on the way. And we'll see it at the back of the road. It's all going on. Let's find Tesman in the lead. There he is underneath us. But that could be the moment that Ty Tesman became the Buggy champion. There's no motive force on the Boots machine. Landed, rolled, and something happened. Something came off. Something electrical didn't work. So who's running in second? It's Ongaro. Third is Bloomfield. Fourth was Lutz, who's been lapped. Fifth was Burton. Sixth is Lee Martin. So obviously we lost Mayfield to begin with. It's coming into a Tesman benefit. Fantastic stuff for Ty. This is going to cheer him up as he prepares for the semi-final in a few hours' time.
Yeah, that's a massive lead for Ty. He's got best part of 12 seconds in his pocket, so coming up for half a lap almost that he's got of a lead over David Ongaro. Ty Tesman over the whoops, round DXR turn, comes round underneath the round the berm one more time, up onto the Model Tune tabletop, heading for the crossover, drops down into the bomb hole, pops out over the washboard section. Got just over 1 minute remaining, so it's going to be, I think, the finish of this lap and probably 2 more for Ty. Might make through. He will be the only person that makes it onto the extra one if he does, but he's hanging on nicely here as he's bringing it into the close.
And behind him, Ongaro is still second. Bloomfield's taken over from Burton in third, although they've been alternating a bit in fairness over the last couple of laps. Interesting, Mayfield, Boots, and poor old Ronner Falk have all had a nightmare in this race. Mayfield didn't start. Boots was flamed out whilst doing real, and Ronner Falk was tipped out and then kind of lost the will to drive, I think, at that point. But the man we have on camera, the Canadian Ty Tesman, has been imperious. It hasn't been headed since about the first, since the problem for Ronner Falk, a minute and a half in. And whilst Boots was all over his backside, The weird electrical problem after a minor mistake has taken it out. It robbed us of a good last 2 minutes, but obviously we had a pretty good first 8, so no problem there. And Tessman now only needs to get round these corners because he's, as James rightly says, he's the only person who's going to make this extra lap. So just by finishing here, he is going to get what all drivers want, an absolutely free victory lap. There goes Tessman. This is his victory lap. The man's won already. Fantastic from Tessman. Absolutely flawless. Didn't make a single mistake. I think he was on 2 wheels once, James.
Something like that, yeah. It was, absolutely stunning drive from Ty, just showing what a class act he is, really. Just wondering, with Elliott Boots, with that flip, whether that was actually caused by the problem rather than him flipping.
Well, he's back running again, so they've waggled the wire, so he did finish the race, but at the end of the day, the winner is Ty Tessman, E-Buggy champion. Model Tuning Buggy is Ty Tessman. Second is David Ongaro. Third, Devon Broomfield. Ryan Lutz is fourth. Martin, I always keep doing Martin Lee. Lee Martin is fifth. Spencer Rifkin sixth. Dave Runner-Falk is seventh. Bear eighth. Zanchet in ninth. T-Bone, didn't say his name once, did we? Is 10th. Quad Green, Burton, Battle Boots, and the unlucky Ryan Mayfield didn't start me up. But your champion is Ty Tessman.